Namaskar Mitro, myself Parma Chetan, and today I am going to discuss the data structure Q. In last video series we already taught about data structure Q, sorry stack is again considering in a linear data structure, and today is the second linear data structure Q. Okay, so now see what is Q. First introduction about the Q, what is Q, what are the necessary terms used in queues about that. So now queue is a linear data structure in which the operations are performed based on FIFO, that means first in first out principle. Means we can say that in simple term, the item or element is inserted first, it will be removed first. Okay, in last video in stack is following the LIFO structure, last in first out. Here it is following a first in first out. Okay, then is always a insertion operation is done at rear position and deletion operation is done at front position. So basically here two terms are used, rear and front. If you want to insert, then you can use rear. If you want to delete, then you can use front. Okay, in a queue, sequence of elements is entered into the queue is the same as the sequence of element leaves the queue. So both are similar. We can say that. Okay. So in summary form, if I am saying that is a linear queue is following a FIFO structure. If you want to insert element, then it will be done by rear. If you delete the element, it will be done by front. Okay. I'm just giving the live example of queue. For example, if I'm waiting for a bus in a bus stand, so I have to stand in a queue. The first person who is already standing, it will be first place in a bus. When I turns when I turns is here, then I will be reached to a bus. So this is the basic example of queue. You can also see a second example of multiplexer. If you want to buy a ticket of any movie, so you have to be stand in a queue. So this is the example again of queue. Okay, now queue. What is actually a queue? Now first is a technical forms or technical definitions. We can say that it's a linear data structure in which the operations are performed based on FIFO principle. Okay, now the terminologies or fields, which fields are used in a queue? Basically they are using a four fields. The first is for rear, which is mainly used for insertion, then front, which is used for deletion, then size is used for storing the size of the queue, and element is used to store the value to be inserted. So basically these four terms or four fields are used in a queue. Then the function. What are the functions in queue? The first is a enqueue. An element here you can pass which is for inserting into the queue. Same way, if you want to delete any item from the queue, then you can use a dequeue function. So deleting item, and this last is a display which will be displayed all element in a queue. Then the conditions for a queue full and queue empty. So if rear position is more than equal to the size of the queue, then queue is full. And the front condition is equal to rear, then queue is empty. If front and rear positions both are at same place, then its a queue is a empty. And rear position is more than equal to size and queue is a full. Okay. So now we go ahead. Now this is the simple implementations code of the queue in a C programming language. Here first has defined size 5, that means total element I can insert 5 element in queue. This is the main method. Here I am just creating a queue by queue symbol. This is the front and rear positions. Initially its value is a -1 -1. This is the operations op, which operation I want to perform, and this is the element variable, which element I want to insert. Okay, now this is the first function for inserting, so enqueue, and here I am passing integer type of variable, dequeue function and display function. These three operations I will be performed. Now first I'm just giving the hardcoded message, select your option, and is you have three options: first for insert, second for delete, and third for display. And I'm taking input from user and stored into op, and using switch case, this is op value, and based on that op is the case will be considered. If the first case for insert, then I'm taking the input again for element and passing that element into enqueue function and break this switch. If you want delete, then you just call the delete function and display for display function and terminate the main method. Okay, now see how this code will be work. So when this compiler execute this previous slide code, it will be allocated the memory like this. We can see that there are total 5 element, size is 5, so here size is 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and index is 0 1 2 3 4, and this is the queue memory allocation when this just I am compiling an execution. So initially it will be creating a just queue. Okay, now the front and rear is at initially -1 position because I am not doing any operation. So still at in that particular position is a -1, where F is known as a front and R is known as a rear. Okay, and we know that if we insert element, so rear will be incremented. If we delete the element, so front will change its position. So now see how it work, and Q is empty initially because this front and R is both same positions now, and initially is you can see also there's a Q is empty. Now we can do some insert operations on Q. So now how it's work. This is the simple code I'm just providing here. Element, which element I want to inserting, and is my condition is a real positions if is equal to size -1 element, so q is full, otherwise incrementing the real value because initially real is a -1, so incrementing and it will become a 0, and at that positions q element will be inserted. Initially our q is look like this, totally blank. Now I am firing a first time enqueue method with element 10. You can see here 10. So 10 element will be inserted at this position 0 because our rear is incremented. R is initially -1 is now is become 0, and at that 0 positions this 10 will be inserted. Okay, understand? Now we go ahead. Second element, I am inserting a second element, so again I am firing a same function and passing value 20. Now this time again it will be incrementing rear, so now rear will be reached to at first position. See, it will be moving and 20 will be inserted at that location. Same way 30, so again rear will be incremented and at that position 30 will be inserted. Again 40, so 40 that in again rear will be incremented, and 40 will be inserted, and 50, my fifth element, so rear will be again incremented and 50 will be inserted. Okay, so now see, you can see here the whole queue is now full. Now suppose if I am firing again and queue 60, but here not any vacant positions, so and rear is reaching at size -1 location, so it gives the message queue is full. Okay, understand how insert operation is performed on queue. Now same way we are doing some delete operation also. Look at this queue. Initially our queue is look like this, all QR queues are full and rear position at that location, and code for doing a DQ is here. So if front is equal to 0, then q is empty. Otherwise item will be picked up from the front positions, and its front is equal to rear, then front and rear will be put to 0 positions, otherwise incrementing the front positions and terminating the dq method. So now first I am firing a dq. Initially front f is at -1, so it will be incremented. So now front is become at 0 position, and I am firing dq, so it will be deleting this element 10, so it will be removed. Okay, again I am firing a dq again, so now front will be incremented, and now dq. So at that front positions the 20 element is removed, because front is at first position. Okay, so not at 0, so it will be now 20 will be removed. Same way, and incrementing the front, and so now front indicating second positions. If I am firing a dq again, so 30 will be removed. Again if I am firing so front will be incremented, again firing a dq, so now 40 will be incremented, and front is incremented to at last positions near re rear, and firing a dq, so 50 will be removed. Now yes, you can see that the front and rear at both are at same location, and that's why its value become now 0. So if front is 0, that means the q is now empty, and now again I am firing a dq, so it gives the message q is empty, because not a single an element is present in a queue right now. Okay, I hope you understand the delete operation also and the insert operation also. I am trying here in a dynamic way, so you can easily understand how it will be inserted and deleted. Okay, now for display, this is the simple code. Using for loop conditions, you can just print the element from front to rear positions and printing this element. If it is a front is not equal to rear or equal to rear, then it will be a q is empty messages display. If I am firing just display method, so q will be display like this 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. If q is already a full conditions, then okay. Now, so I hope you understand insert operation, delete operation, and display operations. I am trying this in this video to make in form of dynamically and virtually, so you can see and understanding is that how actually it's work, especially insert and delete operations, because it's little bit confusing. There's how where this position will be incremented, where are the conditions of this stack, or queue will be full or not full or underflow, this type of things. Okay, so I'm trying these new things in this video. So thank you so much for watching me, and if you like this video, you can press the like button. If you have any doubt or any query, so you can mention in your comment box is below site. You can also share this video with your friends and your colleagues. You can also subscribe my channel, so channels, and also press the bell icon, so whenever I'm uploading a new video, so you get the notifications about it. Okay, so thank you so much, and I hope you enjoying these videos. Have a good day.